flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar, harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air, shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream, we're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight, we're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage, unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring, echoed chaos. voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground. Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. Echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar. Harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air. Shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream. We're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem.
The engine is starting
For launch, GC, go, guidance, go, Fido, go, prop,
Go.
GNC, go, Max,
Go.
Eagle, go, Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check. Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural, from comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
In the night they ride the storm. Eyes of fire, swords of throne. Hear their voice of power strong. Psychic Viking women roar. Mystic winds they always
It's Saturday, guys. Welcome to the Viking Celtic Pixie. How are you guys doing? Right here on your very own Rift Nation Network. Yes, I know. Awesomeness, isn't it? So I am here every Saturday for your basic reading needs. And sometimes I get messages, and sometimes people come to visit, and I don't mean live ones. You know what happens. And yeah, sometimes it just is just awesomeness. So welcome everybody to this Saturday, which is 6/20/2026, and we are doing open readings today. So I know, pretty awesome. I'm going to be taking names. Thank you so much. It's actually an AI intro. You put words into the AI, like what you want, and it creates a song for you based on the genre you picked. It's actually pretty cool. um, the AI thing, because, can you imagine back in the day how much that would have actually cost to have something like that made? Now, I mean, especially back in my day, I'm old now, aged up another year. Awesome. So, but yes, very proud of my age, and I am like loving it. And thank you so much, everybody, for the B-Day wishes yesterday. It was awesome. So I had a really, really, really good day. I had my favorite meal for supper, which is what I wanted. It's really weird what people like for meals. Me, I had to go to this certain restaurant called Jimmy's Pizza. They have the world's greatest antipasto, and that's like my most favorite thing in the world to eat. I'm a big salad person, so yay. So pretty awesome. So we're going to get into the chat room here. I'm going to let you guys know if you would like a reading. Let me know. This is how I want you to let me know. Let me know you want a reading, and it's either general, which will be the channeling deck, or if you'd like runes, let me know you'd like runes. So you let me know right off the bat, and I write your name down on the list, and it's pretty awesome. So we're going to get over to the chat room right now and say howdy to everybody to see how we're doing over here. So we have Mr. Brolick over on YouTube. We also have Heidi. She's from Grand Rising, beautiful soul, and Much from Boulder, Colorado. She's got me shared out. Thank you so much, honey. And then we have Miss Alinda Nielsen, of course, my co-host to the Cosmic Cushion podcast. We're going to have a blast when we talk about hypnotherapy, which I knew nothing about. I don't know anything about hypnotherapy, so this is going to be really enlightening to me as well. I really love that. She's also got me shared out. Bright blessings, my friend. Awesome. And then let's see. Miss Heidi says hello, Linda. And Rhonda says hello, Susan. Love the intro. Thank you so much. Let's see, Linda. Hi, Heidi. Keith Ottersberg of the Otter's Den. Hey, good to see you back. I got you shared out. Would love a reading, please, and thank you. No problem. General for Keith. So I'm going to write Keith's name down. And that's how it works. It's that simple, guys. That simple. Yeah, I love AI too. Yeah, I did. I had a good birthday. Very, very, very nice time. Mona Make Way. All right. So I cannot read that name. So Dennis Mitz. Oh, yes, you can do runes, Dennis. So we'll put General G and Denise. Sorry, Denise. Runes. And literally just let me know. We also had Brolick, who was in here. I know always gets a read. We have Miss Heidi. Also, anybody that would like a read, just let me know. General or runes, and we'll go down the list. And when I get to you for the runes, make sure you're in the chat room, because you need to focus on your question. You do not have to type your question up. You focus on your question. The runes will actually guide you through it. So it's a pretty interesting concept, is what it is. It's not really a channeling. It is kind of channeling, but it's not. But it helps guide your path. It's something the old Vikings actually used to use. Birkeno Ustra Othella. Othello. That's a rune. So pretty awesome. So we have Miss Rhonda. Rhonda wants a general. Rhonda G. We have Miss Alinda. who would like a general as well, which is the channeling deck. So we have Linda. Linda has a general as well. And you love the runes too. Heidi wants runes. Awesome. Mr. Brolick, if you're still here, you have to let me know what it is that you like. Yes, I had a very, very good birthday. I'm not really out on, the happy birthday cake singing thing and going out and getting presents. It's not what it's about for me. It's just very relaxing and just having fun and just, simple things is what we're doing. So I'm waiting to hear from Brolick, who was on here beforehand. So far, we have Heidi for runes, Keith for general, Denise for runes, Rhonda a general, Linda a general, Denise Mitt, I have you down, and Birkano Uthra, Uros or Uthra, and Othello. Yes, runes. So if you want runes, oh my God. Yeah, I don't know if I want to call you Anate, maybe. Anate. And Itai. Anate. All right. That's what we're going to do right now. So this is just a very relaxing. Don't forget, guys, grab your beverage of choice. Let's have some fun because you never know what's going to come out of my mouth or who's actually going to visit. I want to know of the queen gets the cake. I have no idea what you're talking about, honey. So we're going to get to everybody. And here we go. It's pretty freaking awesome. So here we go. All right. So we're going to start off. And of course, the first one in the room was Brolick, but he's not answering right now. So I don't know if he was on before the show actually started. And he kind of went off. So here we go. So we're going to start off with Miss Heidi, and Heidi would like runes. Now, Heidi. Brolick, greetings. If you would like a general or runes, just let me know, honey. Heidi, I want you to focus on the question at hand. What it is that you're thinking about right now, and then we're going to pick the spread for you. Let me move some of these crystals out of the way here. Crystals in the way. For those of you listening in to us on many of the audio platforms, just let me know if you'd like a general or runes, and I'll read you after Heidi. For those of you listening in, if you'd like to be a member of the little audience over here and get your rune general for you, okay, I will read you right after Heidi, honey. So Heidi, what I want you to know is I want you to think about what it is that you're asking at the moment. I'll get back to the chat room in a minute. So think about what it is that you're actually asking. What is your question? Like I said, you do not have to type a question in the chat room. Sometimes it's just very private. What the runes are going to do is guide you. And again, it'll be past, present, future, sometimes obstacles. Let's pick our what do we want today? Do we want the 5 directions, or what do we want? I think we're going to do hello Velma. I'll get back to the chat room in a minute. I think what we're going to do today is the runic cross, guys. That's what we're going to do, the runic cross, which of course I don't remember the layout meaning, so I always have my little cheat sheets here of what the actual runic what the cross actually means, because I do several different ones. You'd like runes today for Velma. I will get back to you guys in a minute. We're going to focus right now on Heidi. Let's see. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, and we got 6. Okay. So right off the bat, we're going to deal right in with the past. Okay. And again, the past is it affects who we are and how we actually get there. Fayu, I see you. Okay. So we're going to get into this. And the first one we actually have, we're dealing with the past situation. Okay. We have Eligas. Now, Eligas is coming to you in a past situation. Things that actually happen is what we have. So let's see. Eligas is coming in, and that's a protection room. So what we're dealing with is like divine protection around you. But unfortunately, the protection aspect of things are in the past. They're not actually in the present. And we can talk about that in a minute. So we're dealing with this. And in the past, we did have the protection aspect of things, but we're trying to figure out what actually happened. Number 2 is a Lagus. Okay, that's Aligas. Aligas. I do the cards because I don't like throwing rings on my desk during a live. And then we have Lagoose, of course. Let's see. The goose is the present, is what we're dealing with right now. Now, Lagoose is actually coming into play, and sometimes I have brain fart, so just, deal with this. It's been a while. We're dealing with emotions like water. Water is movement. Water can also be stagnant depending on what the situation at hand is. But this is a right side up room. So what we're dealing with is the feminine, the dreams, intuition. You need to retrust your intuition, your instincts. Okay. Trust your instincts, your intuition on the situation that you have questioned right now. Lagoose is letting you know that. And again, if we're dealing with psychic, we're dealing with water. So things will be moving, but they'll only be moving if you can learn to trust your intuition, your instincts. Stop second guessing what's actually happening. Okay? Stop, trust yourself. You know what it is you're supposed to do. You know the direction, but you're not trusting yourself enough to actually get there. Let's see. Number 3 is Ingas. Ingwa. Inguas. 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 I like Inguas. Inguas is number 3, and we're dealing with the potential right now. And that is how you envision the future. This is letting you know how the future can actually be envisioned to you. So we have Inguas coming into play right now, and that is the potential. Again, we're dealing with a lot of potential. We're dealing with freedom is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with conclusions. So things are actually going to come to conclusions. Your consciousness, your freedom from worries, freedom from thank you. If whatever it is, remember, we're going to have freedom from the situation at hand. And this is how you want to envision. It's like manifesting for this particular one for you. You want to envision what's coming, envision it like it's already happening to you. And that's the 3rd card there. Number 4 is all the way down the end. We have Jara. Now, Jara comes in. Jara. Okay. Gerard is coming in here, and what we are dealing with, and again, this one, I always have a brain fart because card doesn't really come up that much, and I don't know why, so give me a minute. Gerard. Gerard. Gerard, as you can see, cannot be upside down. Take a look. Gerard. Same way. Same way. So same way with Gerard. So Gerard actually is coming into play, and we're dealing with the harvest. And in this particular position, it's the background and the reasons for the matter at hand. These are the reasons things are actually coming into play right now. So Gerard is coming in, and we have longevity. Okay, is what we have. We have peace. We have communication. Okay. Yes, sometimes Gerard can be reversed, but for some reason for you, it's not reversed. And again, it's weird. I know it's the way the cards came out, but we want. Okay. All right. What you want to do is thank you. You want to bring in that inner peace, that inner. Get rid of the worry is the easiest way to put it. Stop with the worrying, because when the worrying is coming, it causes stress. Stress causes other reactions to happen within our body and our energy fields. So what you need to do is you need to bring that down. You need to have that namaste, that tranquil feeling is what you need coming to you right now. Have that tranquility, have that peace, okay? That's something that's going to help you out. And that position was the background reason is the stress. That's, pretty much. Obstacles and problems are in position 5. Okay, so in position 5, we have now these. We have now these. Now these what, lady? So, yeah, okay. So what we're dealing with right now is now these. We're dealing with patience. Again, You have to calm. Then we have patience coming in. There's a lot of omens, stress, and again, some obstacles, but sometimes obstacles are necessary. Sometimes they are extremely necessary. Yeah, possible problems. Try to think of things this way. A lot of the patience and things that you need coming in, and again, your stress. These are things that you need to look out for. Think of it this way. Say you're driving somewhere and all of a sudden you take a wrong turn, and off to the right or the left you see this sign. It's a yard sale or flea market or groceries or whatever. You see this sign, you drive there and you go, oh my God, I've always wanted this. It's right there. So there's a reason sometimes we take a left rather than a right, or we zigzag, or we change directions last minute thinking we went the wrong way and we didn't. Okay. So that's what it goes. Now we're going to deal with Isa. Isa cannot be upside down no matter what anybody else says. Now, Isa, we're dealing with stagnant ice, frozen. Okay. Ice is frozen. And this one is the eventual outcome. So it's saying that this is the outcome that's going to happen. Energy and things are actually going to be cooling down. There's going to be separation and forces coming to play right now. Isa comes in and it deals a lot with a less of energy. So my recommendation, I don't know what's going on, is you really need to go out and deep root. Deep rooting, hold on. Trying to think of the name of the crystal. I'm having a brain fart at the moment, but you want to go out with your grounding crystal and barefoot, especially next to a tree if you can. You want to deep root for that energy. Okay, remember to bring that energy up and cleanse it. Remember to sage as well. As far as protection, you need to keep the sage away. Salt by your door is a really good way to keep it. Also, black tourmaline and selenite is really good to help make a protection grid within your house. So these are things you want to look at. And that was runes for Miss Heidi. And Miss Heidi, I want to heal this vessel is what she says. She says it's resonating. Yes, agree. Feel your words. Good. I've been working on patience my entire life. Agree. Obstacles are sometimes necessary. But for some reason, for you, Heidi, these obstacles are going to lead you to something else you were looking for that you forgot you were looking for. But you will only notice it when you see it. It's really weird the way they're actually showing it to me. Tree energy is incredible from Miss Nikki. Yes, 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 it is. Now we're going to get over to Brolic for a general, and then I'm going to take some names again. So that was runes do take a little bit longer for readings, just so you know, but it helps. To me, the runes help guide you on a particular situation. I will focus on that. Thank you. That's what Heidi says. Gratitude. Gratitude, Susan. Gratitude. Thank you, Heidi. All right, so I'm going to get right to Brolic. A general is pretty much easier. Sometimes I flip more than 3 cards depending on the situation at hand. Sometimes they'll tell me, pick another card. So I pick another card. No, I don't read tarot cards. I have no idea what they mean. I channel everything through an oracle deck because it's easier, just for those of you that are actually new to the page. All right, so we seem to be forgetting something right now. There is a situation, person, place, or thing you're supposed to be remembering. And what it's telling me is you forgot it. Okay. But you do have a lot of energy within yourself right now, which would really be good. The energy is coming, and then we have movement. So what is it that you're forgetting? Thank you. Tell me, what is he forgetting? It's not forbidden. All right. What are you forgetting? What are you forgetting? All right. Sometimes what it's saying is as far as you remembering and what you're forgetting, it's telling me right now that there are situations that arise that we have a lot of differences in a situation. These particular situations arise. We have this yin and yang, we have differences, but the differences create a really strong, think of a tree, a really strong base is what it's creating. So we want those differences to come to play, that yin and that yang, which balances. You got to remember there's light and dark. In light and dark, we have shadow. So we have all these balances coming to play. These are things that are going to help you out in the future. So remember, differences sometimes is awesome. It's a really good situation coming into play. And I do see movement coming for you. So hopefully you can actually understand that. And that was for Mr. Brolick. Now, Keith Ottersberg, if you're still here, he would like a general. After that, we're going to do Denise, and then we'll go back and take some names into the chat room. So welcome aboard for those of you that actually came. So I appreciate you very much. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Rift Nation Network has some pretty awesome shows on here. And if you'd like to know anything about hypnotherapy, Tuesday at 3 o'clock, Linda will be talking to us about hypnosis, which I'm excited to find out about it because I don't know anything about hypnosis. So that's a pretty awesome situation. So Mr. Keith, here we go. There's Keith. Okay, let's see what we got. They want me to shuffle again for Mr. Keith. All right. What do we got going on here? Okay. Now is not the time to take a risk. Okay, literally, if you think you're going to shortcut something, don't do it. Pause. Instead of doing a shortcut, take that pause. So every now and then we need to push the pause button. Okay, we need to refocus. And that's the main thing right now. Look out for the number 7. For some reason, 7 is important to you. I'm not exactly sure why, but I do see a lot of you coming back over to play, the you that's been buried for a bit, so to speak. So your individuality, your get up and go situation is something that's coming in, and it's a really good situation for you. Again, you're forgetting something. Why are people forgetting things today? So literally be careful of the risks. Have your inner you come out. Thank you. Your inner you. Be that individual, good, bad, or indifferent. Be that type of individual that you can shine, because you'll be able to shine more by doing that. Okay. All right. Remembering. There are some individuals around you, okay, that are 100% honest, but today in today's society, it's very difficult for us to distinguish the difference between who's being truthful and who's not. Okay. So what we need to do is you need to focus. Okay. So take that pause before you, and this could be what's going on. Take that pause. Don't take that risk. Take that step back, reevaluate before you decide. Okay. Because sometimes people are what is known as brutally honest. And sometimes we don't want to hear what's being said, but we need to hear it sometimes. Other times, this individual has your best interests at heart. So take that step back, take that pause. Okay? Take that pause. And then remember, okay, I got to pause. I got to think about this. I have to remove my emotions from the situation. Take that pause. And then after we've paused and we thought about it, you're able to actually move forward. And that was for Mr. Keith Ottersberg, who we've got crossed off the list. I'm going to get to as many people as I can. And I will go, like I said, I will go back over the list. So far, we have Denise, Rhonda, Linda, and I can't see if Anita wants to read or not. She keeps giving me rune names. So Miss Denise would like, Denise, come forward, honey. I need you to focus on your question. You don't have to type it in. Okay, here we go. Focus on your question. Just focus. Okay, you do not have to type your question in. The runes are just going to pick up on what's going on and tell you the direction you need to head into. And that's all I focus on when I shuffle is direction for you. All right, so that's what we're going to do right now. And we're going to do the runic cross again. Sooner or later, I'll remember all these. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Okay, we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, don't fall over, and then we got 6. Get over there. No fall. Okay, we got now these. And I know I just read now these, but this is coming in to the past. This now these is the future good. Okay, hold on. Now these is actually coming into play. And what we're dealing with is patience, okay? Sometimes All right, it's saying thank you very much. In the past, it says you was saying, heading in the wrong direction. You weren't heading in the direction you were supposed to, but that's the past. Whatever it is you did, it's helped guiding you into your present direction. So in the past, your direction was totally wrong. Okay, totally wrong. Your actual direction. Okay, so now we're coming into number two. Number two is underneath there. Okay. Number two deals with the present situation. Okay. So that was for you, it is upside down. So instead of it in the right direction in the past, you were in the wrong. And it just tells me which way. So I just, do it that way. So now we have coming up in the, what is that? The present is Tiwaz. Tiwaz is like a warrior mode is what we're dealing with. It's like the warrior going to battle, coming out there, with the knife, getting ready to go because you got tired of things happening a certain way. Now you have that, what is known as, again, that's Tiwas. You have what is known as the warrior mentality coming close to you right now. So we're dealing with a lot of courage, a lot of justice coming your way in the present situation. Things are going to start working themselves out. This is like, okay, now I have justice, which is, we know how we feel when we have justice, but it's not just dealing with, like I said, legal matters. It deals with a lot of situations that arise within us, okay? Whatever arises actually within us is something that's actually coming into play. Now, the third position is over here. Ooh, we got Fayu upside down. All right, so this is how you enslave or envision the future. It's how you envision the future, how you seeing the future. Try to remember that. Fayu is upside down. Fayu is wealth. Okay. Fayu is wealth. The wealth card seems to be in the upside down. So what you're seeing for your future is a disappointment. Look at less money, problems, and arguments is what you are seeing. So it's telling you this isn't reality. This is what you are envisioning. And remember, guys, I tell you this all the time. What you envision, that's your energy leaving your body. This energy is what you're saying, telling the universe you want. So don't envision this, okay? Because it's how you're envisioning the future, how you're seeing it, not actually reality of what's happening. Try to distinguish the difference there of what's coming. Let's see, we got card 4 is down the bottom. Card 4 is the background reason for the matter at hand. Card 4 is the background reason for the matter at hand. We're dealing with Birkenau. Everything looks backwards to you. I know, looks backwards, but I got to learn to turn this. We're dealing with purity. Okay, so this is the background reasons for the matter at hand. Again, right in the forefront, we have we're dealing with, stop falling. You stay. We're dealing with a lot of becoming, birth, which is great mother, which is new beginnings. And sometimes the matter in hand has a lot to do with a fresh start. In other words, we started something and it didn't exactly go the way that we wanted to. So what this card is saying to me is that you need to backtrack to see exactly where it is that you restarted on a situation because something was lost there. There was a situation that happened that caused the issues or problems we're having right now. It's almost like you missed something is what it's actually saying. Something was actually missed. Now in the 5th position, Iwaz. Iwaz is in the 5th position, and that is obstacles and potential problems is what we're actually dealing with here. And oh my goodness. All right. So, all right. Okay. Things right now, unfortunately, this is getting read in the opposite direction. All right. Instead of victory with Iwas, because Iwas represents the sun shining, it's victory. And what happens when we're in clouds too much? we feel that drainage of that energy, not having that energy to us. And sometimes we do get gloomy. Okay. So there is sometimes I really hate being truthful, but there is a self-centered issue happening right now. And again, doesn't necessarily mean it's you. Could be there's something happening where an individual or you or the situation is not focusing on everything. They're focusing on just me, or the situation is just the center of everything. That's what seems to be the biggest issue going on right here. That was the obstacles. Yeah, that's the obstacle right there. The reason that you're not able to get in or out of a situation, people, places, or things is because we're centered around just you or the situation or this individual person, if you can understand that. Now, the eventual outcome, which I finally know what that one is the last card. We're dealing with Dagas. Okay. Now, Dagas comes, and Dagas deals with day, ambition, light, growth, and breakthrough. So the final outcome is a positive one. It's the direction you're heading into in order to get to this. Okay. Remember the past cards of the particular situation. This is going to help bring you a more positive outcome for what you're looking for, because this is like really awesome light and breakthrough. The situation is amazing. All right. So look forward to Dagas. Just get through those things, refocus, because what the runes do is tell you how to navigate difficult situations. And that's what a lot of times the Vikings used them for. They used them for navigation. They used them to know whether or not they were going to go into battle, is what they actually did. Now we have Ms. Rhonda up, and I will look at the board again in a minute. Yeah, we got plenty of time, guys. Stay tuned. We have Miss Rhonda. Don't you love coffee mornings? Okay, Miss Rhonda Harris. Then we have Miss Alinda. And then after that is Anita. All right. And then we will get back to talk in the chat room and find out who else we have. Yes, always go with the trope. But you know what it is, Denise? Is like, I hate to tell somebody they're self-centered, because every now and then you have to focus on you. It's not that you're being self-centered. It's just that you need to recharge. So it really depends on the actual situation. Nutty Ape, my kid, boo. Good morning, my son. I seem to have my kids popping on. My daughter pops on Thursday. Yes, cup of coffee. Okay, so we have Miss. Yep, I will get to the chat room again in a minute. I'm just going to do a couple more readings. We're going to go back into the chat room and restart the list. Okay, is what we have. If somebody doesn't tell me whether they want a general or runes, I'm just doing a general. Okay, so that's the way it is. All right, Miss Rhonda. Let's see what we've got going on with Miss Rhonda. Ooh, Rhonda, you've been getting a lot more messages than normal. You need to keep a book by your side. Some of the things that you are seeing as far as messages or hearing from individuals, whether it's the physical words or the Pictionary that they play in your head, because they do play Pictionary in your head, you need to start writing this down, because you are getting some future information. Some will stick around, some won't. Some you will not understand until it's right there in your face. Okay, so get this journal going of what's actually happening. Okay, refocus your evaluation. Your gifts are also expanding. Okay, but what you need to do is you need to get out there a little bit more. You need to start doing downloads. Okay, literally. You're getting downloaded, by the way. I'm sorry, I was saying something and somebody throws in, you're receiving downloads. That's the pressure or the weirdness in your head. Yeah, okay, they're saying you're receiving downloads, but you need to. Okay, you are a gifted individual. Okay, it's time for you to come out of the broom closet. And I think I've said this to you before. Come out of the broom closet and start helping more people. Because the more you utilize and use your gifts, the easier it's going to be for you to interpret all the new information that's coming in, because you're going to start receiving lots and lots of information. You are extremely gifted. You need to go with this. Okay. You need to just not hold yourself back. Stop second guessing yourself and just say, I want to say that. Just say it. Literally, if you see it, say it. Have faith in yourself, because a lot of other people have extreme faith in you. You need to have faith in yourself. That's your biggest obstacle. Once you get over that obstacle, honey, you got movement. Man, do you got movement coming on. Yes, you have said that a few times. Yeah, literally, honey, get out of your own way, because your gifts are going to expand. There's a reason you do what you do. There's a reason you were gifted as a medium, okay? I'm just the translator here to help people and build them up, okay? You're here to connect, and it's not just the spiritual energy of those here, if you know what I mean. It's the spiritual energy of others as well. And I think you understand that. No, you're not crazy. Yes, you are receiving information. You need to go forward on that. You really do. Okay, we got Miss Linda, my co-host from Cosmic Cushion. We have a lot of fun on that show, me and Miss Linda. And I love the fact that we're both contributing. So it was pretty good. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I tell yourself that often. Get out of my own way. Miss Rhonda Harris says, yes, you have said that a few times. Let's go. All right. Miss Heidi says, I tell myself that often. Get out of your own way. Yeah. All right. So going to do Miss Linda. Miss Linda. Then we'll go over and look for the names in the chat room. Let's see what we got going on. Miss Linda. All right. Ha, ha, ha. Ooh. Honey, it's time for you to spoil yourself a little. Okay, what this is telling me is that you've been working very hard on yourself, but you deny yourself. You deny yourself a lot of things. You deny yourself that proverbial pat on the back that you do need. Because you do need to pat yourself on the back. Look where I've come. Look where I've been. Look where I am. Okay, you need to look at that closer and closer, okay? And you need to let go of crap. It's in the past. Nobody can go back and change their past, but your past creates who you are, correct? So if your past creates who you are, choose to take the positive side, the uplifting side, and like, oh my God, look how far that I've come. You need to get that, all right? So you have this, and literally, honey, spoil time. Spoil time. It's time for you to do something for yourself. Stop denying yourself certain things because, oh, I might need it for this. I might need it for that. I don't care. We need that time to do something for ourselves is what we need to. Okay. So start dreaming, start hoping, start pushing for that positive future because it's coming. Let go of the crap. You just got a little bit more to let go of. Not really much. It's not major. It's not saying, oh my God, I'm going to hold her back. No. Okay. It's literally there allowing you to be able to move forward is what it is. So hopefully that helps you out, Miss Linda. Now we do have Anita that was giving me runes in the background. All right. We're also going to go over the chat and see what we have going on here. Let's see who else. I know we have Velma. We have Miss Velma. Okay, not Miss, Mr. Velma wants a general. Velma, general. Anita, I know you were throwing runes to me, but I don't know if that means you want a rune read or not. So let me know because you are next, Anita. Then we have Velma. And then we have Miss Nikki. We have time, I think, Nikki. Going to try to throw as many as possible in here because it's what I do. After Nikki, we have Miss Raven. Miss Raven wants a general. General. Nikki wants general. And then who else do we have in here? Let's see. Phoebe's Craze, AI Views, Steamboat. Okay. Awesome. And there's Denise and Is the future good? If that's your question. Okay. Sooner or later. Mona Make the Way, she says, that's my son. And those are the next names that I actually have. All right. So, Miss Anita, I assume you're welcome, Anita, if you're still here. We can read you. And after that, we have Velma, Nikki, and Raven. Don't worry, I have time. Oh, I guess you wanted to focus on the runes, Anita. So I know you were giving me a bunch of the names there. All right, so I guess Anita wants to know if the future is good. Well, let's see how she navigates it. Yay, why? Okay, so you wanted the runes or you wanted the general? You got to let me know, honey. Because if you want the runes, you want to know if the future is good. Is that your particular question? If you want the runes, you need to focus on your question now. If you want a general, we can see what spirit actually has to say to you. So you just got to let me know. Okay. Hey, why? Okay, runes it is. All right. So I guess the question is hand has to deal with your future. You just think of it. Okay, good. Just think of your particular questions. I always forget I have a delay on this thing. Just think of what's going on. We're going to do the runic cross for you. And then after that, we'll deal with Velma. You don't even have to type it out. Odin, Freya, Freya. Yep. Yeah. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. This one wants to jump out. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, we got 4, we got 5, we got 6. Okay, there we go. So put that there. Now, right off the bat, we're dealing with the past, okay? In the past. In the past, we have a Lagoose and brain thoughts with Lagoose. Lagoose, water, emotions. In the past, there was a lot of intuition, a lot of gifts, a lot of expansions, okay? Don't worry if it says it's in the past right now, okay? Psychically, because sometimes we need to take that proverbial break. Sometimes our body will shut itself down. If you can understand, it shuts itself down, but it only does that just to give us a break because we do have an expansion coming. And this is for some reason what I'm sensing with you through this card. So the goose is saying right now that in the past we have a lot of emotional aspects. Those things are in the past. Dreams and intuition, something very strong, but that was in the past. That's because things are changing, not because they're gone. So you need to remember that they're not gone, they're changing. Position 2 is underneath here. Position 2, we have Sowilo. Sowilo, sun, victory is what we mean. So we have Sowilo. So right now we're dealing with victory, clear visions, and that's what it is. This is the present. Things have actually started to clear up. Stop second guessing yourself. Keep that dream journal. Because a lot of individuals are getting downloads, not just from spirit, not from our ascended masters, but other energy beings around us are also starting downloads. So things will expand, look different. Like normally you could say, yeah, normally we could actually say, I'm having a brain fart here. I got to stop reading the screen while I'm trying to do this. Okay. So when things change, they expand. Like sometimes you could say, oh my God, I hear that voice. I hear that voice. Where is it coming from? Or I hear this ringing, and all of a sudden the ringing clears up into a voice you can understand. Or every now and then you see a picture of this, picture of that. Then they start playing Pictionary in your head, showing you things when they actually come through. So things are shifting, they're changing, but you are receiving information as well. There's a lot of information coming into play. Now, how you actually enslave the future. We're going to enslave the future. So we're enslaving the future through Dagas. Dagas. Okay. It deals with day. It deals with ambition. Dagas deals with a lot of light, a lot of breakthroughs. So there's a growth. That's what we're talking about through the other card. That was Sowilo. There is a growth, and this is how you enslave it. Allow the growth to happen, especially if this is a spiritual question. Allow this growth come to play, because this is something amazing coming. We are all amazing individuals in our own right. Allow this to actually come forward. Allow it to be, okay? Don't second guess it. Don't shut it down. Don't push it away, because you have victory. That's how you do it. Your future comes with a victory. That's how you enslave the future. All right. The next one we have coming up is the background reasons for the matter at hand. And that's position four. Position four is Gable. Gable gifts. Again, we're talking about gifts. Gable is gifts. Okay. And it deals with gifts, loves, deals with fortune as well, divine things coming in. Now, this is the background reason for the matter at hand. Now, what I'm getting literally for gifts is, honey, you are getting so many downloads right now. I don't know if you have a journal, if you're writing it down, or which is, and it's like your spiritual gifts are expanding. Don't stop them. Allow them to come. Okay, because you are a extremely gifted individual. You have this beautiful soul. Let go of the past. Be now. Okay? Be the now. Allow them to come to play. You are awesome at what's coming. Allow it to come to you. Okay? Do this. Now we have coming up in the fifth position is obstacles and problems that may arise. Ew. Ew. This, the obstacles and problems. Winjo. Winjo is upside down. Woo! Okay, so we have, instead of, we're going to have obstacles as dysfunction, a lot of misery, fear. And that seems to be the biggest issue there. Thank you. Sometimes we get in our own way. Instead of allowing ourselves to breathe and expand, we get in our own way. Don't get in your own way. Allow what's coming to come. If normally you see somebody and you're picking up something and you don't say anything, open your mouth. Don't get in your own way. That's the biggest obstacle with you, is you put this little bit of self-doubt on yourself. Okay? Or if I say this, people think I'm crazy. Or if I do this, people will think I'm nuts. Honey, come join the crazy community. Okay? Because it's a lot of fun being like this. Don't get in your own way. I understand that what you have coming is expansion beyond belief, and it's a beautiful gift, and it's one that's meant to be shared. Okay? Don't second guess yourself. Don't put yourself in a category of I can't. Allow yourself to expand. So even though Winjo is in the opposite direction, sometimes we need to get out of our own way, is what happened. Eros is coming in on the final. And the final position is the rune that represents both. Nope, that's the wrong one. Sorry. This is the eventual outcome. I have like so many different little cheat sheets here of different rune spreads. Like I have to read which one I'm actually doing. Okay, so the eventual outcome that's actually coming into play for you is Ewas. Now, Ewas, excuse me, Ewas. Why am I having a brain fart? Ewas. Thank you, Ewas. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Eventual outcome is sometimes this one is getting read upside down. So what we could have is a conflict in success, but instead of having that, okay, we're having a moment of inactivity. So what happens is when we go through an awakening, this is the easiest way to put it. When we go through an actual spiritual awakening, we have so much coming into us that's new. It gets exciting. Then all of a sudden, it just kind of like, hello, where'd you go? Type situation. It stops. That's okay. That is your way to That's your way to actually do this. Okay, but you do have information coming in from a lot of different spiritual energy realms, so to speak. There is another Skywalker. Ha! Sorry, I'm I'm thinking of Luke Skywalker from Star Wars. My nerd is showing. So enslaving the future is so sexy. And that's what Anita says. And that's a good situation to come in. And there's a couple of people in here that really need to understand that sometimes messages don't come from just spirits and loved ones that pass over. There are other universes and other realms. Okay, I'm a true believer in that. Other people might not believe in that, but allow the energy, allow the information to come through, because this is light energy, light information. There's a reason it's coming. And if we go through a sudden pause, that's because we're going through a break period. Yes. Leia, full nerd. Yay! Nerds rule! All right, Velma, you're up next. Hopefully that gave you the correct direction, my dear. Okay. Princess Leia. All right, Velma, come on down. We're going to read you. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be done in 6 minutes, but I'm going to read the last people's on the list, which is Velma, Nikki, and Raven is who we're going to go with. So, here we go. So, this is Velma. If you're still here, come on down. So, pretty awesome situation. Pretty awesome day. So, let's see, Velma. I think Velma was on YouTube. So, come on over, Velma. Come on down, come on down, come on down. There's Velma. Okay, we got Velma. After Velma, we have Miss Nikki. All right. There we go. Oh, shuffle again. Thank you very much. I shuffle again. I don't ask, I just do. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Thank you very much. Okay, Velma is here. Oh, honey, you lost a little bit of passion for situations that are happening, but it's like you're understanding what is happening. You know why it's happening right now, even if you're not liking it. Yeah, okay. You've lost a piece of yourself. You were starting to move forward. Thank you very much. You were starting to move in a forward direction, but it's letting me know that you've kind of stopped. And again, we have that second guessing ourselves situations coming, denying ourselves certain things. It's like all right. It's like you say you get an invitation for a party, and all of a sudden you're like, I don't know. I don't really want to go, so you don't show. But if you did show, you would have met somebody wonderful, or an opportunity would have rise. And that seems to be what's happening. So you need to stop standing still. Don't second guess yourself. If your first instinct was to say, hey, yeah, I'll go to that, do that. If your first instinct was to say, you know what, I think I'm going to try this job, do that. So you have a lot of that actually happening. Meditation, honey, you need to get back into the meditation. Whether it's literally taking your shoes off and, crouching there beside a tree with crystals and just enjoying the sound of nature, that's kind of a form of meditation. It's a natural form of meditation because you're listening to the sound waves of the earth. So get back into that. Take that piece to yourself right now. All right. You need to refocus on yourself, refocus on where you were, and stop denying yourself so many things, because there has been opportunities you have missed. Did you have a good birthday? Miss Nikki says. Yes, I did. I had a good birthday. All right, we have Miss Nikki Jacobs coming up. And then after that, we have Miss Raven, if she's still here. Okay, so we're going to take this to the last two names here. We have Miss Nikki Jacobs. So, there we go. All right. Oh, somebody's trying to block your energy. Instead of having that pull from the moon, Nikki, somebody's trying to block it. If you can understand that. Wow. All right. Okay, it's like there's a disconnect actually happening, like a short circuit. If you could understand that, that's what it is. Thank you. Energy wise, somebody's trying to short circuit. You need selenite, black tourmaline, salt. I would definitely take some ash. If you have ash, mix it with the black salt. Mix it with the salt to give it that little bit more of potent situation. What you want to do is you want to put the tourmaline by all your entrances. Put the selenite over doors and windows, and put salt in front of all windows and doors, again, including closets. That's create that barrier of energy that people cannot enter. Remember the sage and Palo Santo as well. They're telling me that creating that grid is something that helps. Keep selenite by your bed when you sleep, a nice size piece if you can get a hold of one. Sometimes they have a good size pieces at flea markets. At least around here they do. Yeah, you need to create a grid. The grid is going to help stop some of this from coming in. Yeah. Yep. That's going to create peace. Say, growth. So do this. It's going to create that peacefulness of the situation that's happening. Okay. It'll stop a lot of it. Might be a little bit of static here and there, but nothing major compared to what you have going on right now. Okay. Create that grid. You need your house to be a safe space. Okay. That's what they actually let me know for you to do. Then the messages that come through will be a lot more clearer without the interference of the static people. We'll call them static, not in a good way. Oh my God. Yeah, I love selenite etched with moon phases. Yeah, I love selenite. I even have a nice selenite tower beside my bed, and I stick it on a light so that way the light helps shine it. So I've got selenite everywhere. All right, we have Miss Raven. If you are still here, you are up. And Raven should be the last one on my list right here. Hello, Sandra Dry. Miss Raven, are you still here? And then we'll close it off for the day. And then don't forget, the Orion effect is on Father's Day. So I don't know what's happening with that. Father's Day is this weekend. Pretty awesome. There you go. Miss Raven. There she is. Okay. We're going to do a general for you as well. We're going to see what we need to work on. A lot of gifted individuals in this chat room today, and I love that. You know, I'm all about helping everybody else, you know. That's what I'm about. Let's help get these people higher up to the direction they're supposed to be into. All right, Miss Raven. Ooh. Okay, we have messages coming to you. That's an actual good thing. That's in my way. We have a lot of messages coming, honey. You need to root. You need to go out to the tree, take off your dang shoes, and deep root to the earth. You need to ground. Your earth energy is a little off, so you might be feeling a little bit low on energy, whether it's spiritually, mentally, physically, or emotionally. We need to have this energy build itself back up. So root your energy, ground your energy. Barefoot, crystals, jasper, red jasper for some reason. Holding on to red jasper versus tourmaline and hematite. Red jasper holding on it and just deep root into the trees. That's going to help build up some of your energy. If not, you need to have more potted plants in your house. That's also going to help with the energy situation. Yeah, these messages are coming into you, but it's like it's going. Whew, whew. Is this happening through dreams? Could be dreams. Raven, are you having a lot of vivid dreams here? We're on a bit of a delay here, so. If it's the dreams that you're actually having, whether they're daydreams or nighttime, and you're only remembering partial, have a dream journal beside your bed, because some of these messages that are coming through are meant directly for you. I'm not good with plants. Okay, go outside and root yourself by a tree. Take your shoes off, just stand there by a tree with a little bit of the red jasper, is what they're saying. Yeah, not realistic ones. You'd be surprised. Sometimes there are messages in messages. So when you do dream, you need to write it in a journal. There might be parts of the dream that are reality, parts are on. Some of us dream in black and white, some of us dream in color, some of us dream both black and white and color. It's usually the color have the messages. And if you can't actually interpret it that way, try to remember what's constantly coming up in your dream. Like, say, the color blue constantly coming up in your dream. Well, there must be a reason. Look up the spiritual meaning of the color blue. Like somebody gave me a message of sunflower. My family grew everything but sunflowers. So, but there was a meaning behind the sunflower, the message that they were trying to get through. Like animals, when we read animals, there are certain things we need to look at. Okay, like crows. Crows are messages from loved ones that pass over. But because I deal a lot with a certain aspect of energy, crows are always around me, so their messages sometimes are slightly different. There's always what it is that you're looking into. So take those notes for yourself and allow yourself to expand your knowledge. I mean, the internet's a wonderful thing right now because we have all of these awesome positive things actually happening, is what we do. So I always dream I'm trying to escape from something. There's a reason for that. Okay, there is a reason you feel like you're trying to escape. And here's the question: are you trying to escape yourself? This might be going into shadow work. You might be trying to escape a part of yourself rather than running from someone. You could be running from yourself. Sometimes individuals will run from gifts and things they don't want to see. They don't want to see loved ones that passed over. They don't want to see ghosts. They don't want to hear these things. There's a reason. So the question would be, are you running away from a part of your past you can't forgive? Are you running away from a particular person? So these are the things that you need to look at. So the next time you're dreaming, when you go to bed, refocus on what it is that I'm doing. Okay, when I go to bed, I'm going to remember who or what I'm running from. Try to take a look around in your dream. You have to remind yourself before you go to sleep, and it's going to help pull that in a little bit more and clarify it. Okay? All right, guys, and guess what? That's it for another episode of the Viking Celtic Pixie. So I will see you on Tuesday. I think the Rift Nation Network is live on Father's Day. I'm not sure what Ed is actually doing. My dad, he is not doing well, and IDK, how I feel about it. Okay. So that's part of running from the past and a present situation. It's a hard thing to do. Sometimes when we do things, we need to do it more for ourselves than others. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And I want to say peace out. Don't forget, I'll see you on Tuesday. And Rift Nation Network will be live again tomorrow. Peace, guys.